In our series, Reconnecting with a Healthy Lifestyle, Antonia Gonzalez and I have traveled to communities across New Mexico, Arizona, and California. We've examined grassroots efforts to help Native people find the support and resources they need to lead healthier lives. In our final story, we look at how some communities are using gardening and traditional foods to help families access healthy foods. We start in northern New Mexico.
The pueblo of Tesuque in northern New Mexico is less than 10 miles from Santa Fe. Farmer Gailey Morgan says farming was once a way of life for tribal members.
We've been doing it for centuries, not just here in northern New Mexico, but also in Central America, South America. So we're all, like one big family doing this farming, especially with corn. That's the mother of everybody.
Tribal leaders invested in this farm as a way to bring back traditional practices, but also to improve access to quality fresh foods for tribal members. Morgan says he sees a connection between when people stopped farming and the health problems of today.
People work eight hours a day, and then they don't want to go home and prepare meals. They can easily just go and get fast food, and that's made an impact here within our communities. With diabetes. I think we have some peaches up here.
The Tesuque Pueblo farm also has a seed bank that is saving seeds from the region, and the crops grown in the summer and in greenhouses go to tribal members. But finding an opportunity to connect with the land in an urban area can be even more challenging.
These are the crops that Native peoples have evolved to survive on for thousands of years.
Native Health is a clinic in Phoenix that serves people from tribes across the country. The Garden Project uses seeds from tribes in the region that thrive in the arid Southwest.
So we partnered with Native Seed Search, which is a seed conservation organization based in Tucson, and they provide free seeds for community projects such as the Native Health Garden. This is cotton. This is a Hopi variety of cotton. We're going to be growing local Tohono crops and Pima crops. We have several Apache things we're going to grow, some Hopi things, a lot of Navajo Diné crops too. So we can kind of represent the cultural diversity with the crop diversity.
There are unique challenges in urban farming. You have to test the soil first for contamination, and Native Health was recently forced to relocate their urban farm when the land they were using was sold. Community gardens are just one way that health providers and community advocates are working to address food deserts. Those are areas that don't have any grocery stores. The Arizona Department of Health Services has identified several food deserts near the new garden location. Danielle Sewell says she brings her kids here so they will learn where healthy food comes from.
It means to me that they can grow up and understand the good aspects of what they're growing or what they're eating, putting in their body compared to junk food that they most likely want, but they know that the fresh fruit and vegetables are what's better for them.
Amanda Torrez also brings her kids to the garden. She says the benefits of gardening are as much about exercise and lifestyle as the food they'll take home later.
I just had a baby 5 months ago, so that's a lot of work in itself, but to actually get outside and have the sun soak you out and drain you and break sweat and get dirty, I think that's something that we got to teach our kids too. It's good to sweat with your kids, not just sit around and be in the air conditioning all the time.
Her daughter Olivia says she's learned a lot about what is possible when it comes to farming in Phoenix, where temperatures can go well over 100 in the summer months.
I didn't really think we could grow anything here other than cactus because it's really hot here.
But they can grow squash, beans, and other crops, and hopefully share what they learn.
Yep, go ahead and spray our little trench there.
A lot of young kids don't necessarily have that experience or that exposure to community gardens, traditional gardens, and it's something that we're trying to bring back to them so that they can, utilize the information that they learn here to hopefully do it at their own homes with their families.
And starting a garden or working in a community garden might be one way to help Native families cope with rising living expenses.
Bills are getting higher, rent's getting higher, everything's just getting higher. So it gives us hope that we can grow it in our backyard, or showing us the right ways to do it. And I do want to grow traditional foods too. Food prices keep going up, and we pay for groceries, and it's getting harder, and it just doesn't seem like prices are going to go back to what they used to be. So I do believe growing our own foods is kind of what needs to be done now in order to survive.
For New Mexico in Focus, I'm Antonia Gonzalez.